Hi everyone, welcome back to ColorSpiration. This is image number 6. Yeah, woo! First of all, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of us that celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope that you had a wonderful, amazing day. If not, and you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I totally understand that as well. All right, so I think that we should be good to go when it comes to our colors for today. I think we're also going to be using some gel pens for this particular project because we got all these ornaments. So I think we're just going to be able to color the tree today. I pulled out two markers for us to get this done. So let's go ahead and do it. And then tomorrow we'll come. I think we'll probably do this in three videos. I'm not sure, but we're only doing one today, 10 minutes. I am tuckered out. When I tell you I'm tired, I'm tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock, like on the dot. It was like 3:59, right? I woke up this morning because I had to cook. I don't cook at nighttime. I think I told y'all that already. I don't like to cook at night because I get sleepy and I'll fall asleep and burn something up. I think next year though we're gonna try frying a turkey. I feel like that's the way to go. Air fryer, not air fryer, turkey fried. But at the same time, I don't know. That's a lot of peanut oil. Then I don't understand the rules of engagement for that. I don't know. Uh, Maybe next year I'll do something different. I'm gonna come to your house. No, I'm joking. I do want to start like traveling. A lot of people travel during the holidays. Some people don't like it. Some people do. I feel like home is where you make it, and especially if you're traveling throughout the holidays, it doesn't matter if you're at your house or a hotel or your loved ones, family house, friends, whatever. You can always go home. You always go home, I think, and do some things. But I also feel like as I become an adult, it was different for me. I was able to my job. I was never really. I've never been a big holiday person anyway. So I'm just trying to pretend like I'm one for the little guy. But he's about to be, in a few years, he's going to be in the double digits. And by the time he get into the double digits, some things will be different. So we'll see. We will see. What about you all? What do you what's the tradition that's non-traditional for you? Like what do you do that maybe your mom, your grandma, your dad, your grandparents they didn't do, and if you have a spouse, maybe their family doesn't do something that you and your spouse now do. It's a few things. Like I really wanted this is what I wanted to do. We haven't did it yet, but I wanted to pick a tradition from another culture. Like say other people that celebrate this would have to be on a Christmas thing because Thanksgiving is a semi-unique thing to Canada and the States, and then the Canadians celebrate their Thanksgiving at a different time altogether, right? Um, but in general, for Christmas, for the people that celebrate Christmas, I was like, yeah, what if this is what I always thought. What if we picked a tradition from another culture and did some studying on it and just pick like just one dish where we tried it to see because not everybody eats a turkey and a ham and chitterlings for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Not everybody does that. Some people, well, I wouldn't want to roast a pig, but some people roast pigs. When I lived in Italy, fish is one of the main things that the Italian people that I know, that's what they did, and they had like 7, 8 courses. They start off with like a salad. Well, I don't think they start off with salad. Something that's like a little meat tray. cheese, a salad, then they had a main meal, well, one of the main dishes, and then it's another dish, and then it's another dish, and then it's another dish, and then it's another dish. So I just, I always wanted to try that. So maybe I'll do that next year. And I never open up my home to people anymore. I used to do that, and then like I've done all of that. I've been to people's homes. I've invited people to my home. I've cooked plates, took them up to certain places for that. And I just got tired of doing that. You know how you reach your peak before it's time because you've done it so much. Like before I had my son, I was always on the what can I do for other people type of how can I how can I serve you thing more so than I am now with my family. Now with my family, it's a lot different because my husband is not very big into some of the same things that I'm not into, but I'm less of a people person than he is because I'm a background kind of person, right? And he's more in the forefront. He wants to he's a I'm gonna be seen like he's a comedian. People tend to think that he's ha 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 funny, whereas I'm like looking at them like he's not funny. Like, ew, he not funny. But people tend to think that he is, and I'm like, he's not funny. And like our daughter's like, Dad, you're not funny. As she's gotten older, she sees that he's just not funny. I think as you get older, you realize that the cool parents sometimes isn't as cool as you thought they were. My son still thinks that he's very cool though. So until he tells him he can't do something, and then he's like, "Mom, Dad won't let me. Dad won't let me do this." And I'm like, "I can't help you." The next picture we do after this will not. We're gonna try to skip some greenery. This is snow. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I have an idea. I was thinking that we could color it a light gray, gray and blue. I think probably would work. Or I can just ignore the snow pile and be done with it. I don't know. Can you feel the love? I'm sleepy, y'all. So my dinner today was a disaster, y'all. I had a kitchen catastrophe. I'm never gonna tell anyone what happened, but just know that it was bad. Then I burned my hand, cut my hand. When I cut myself, I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good. This meal's gonna be good." Then, no, first the bad stuff happened. I was like, "Oh man, it's not gonna taste good." Blah 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 blah. Then I cut myself. I said, "Oh, we good to go." And then when I burnt myself, I was like, "Oh, this meal is gonna be amazing. I just know it's gonna be great now." Don't ask me why I thought that craziness, but whenever we're coloring and I stamping, I'm like something. If something bad happens, like, "Oh, we're gonna have a good session." That's the only reason why I say that. But you know how I feel about that statement, just paper. At a certain point, I'm like, it's not just paper anymore. I don't want it to go bad and be bad and any of that other stuff. One of my doctors had called me the other day. Well, I had an appointment and they called me to cancel it. This was on Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I was very upset. And instead of the nurse calling and saying, the doctor's sick, do you mind not coming in because she's been very ill and she don't want to, get you sick. She was like, "You're okay, right? There's nothing wrong with you." When in fact it is something that I need to be something taken care of. But she was like, "I noticed that you haven't been refilling your medicine. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Well, this is what's going on. And she's like, "Oh my goodness." She said, "Well, we'll see you in the X amount of months, and I hope it work. I hope everything gets better." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." She was very, nice because I try not to lie. Well, I don't lie. I don't even know why I say try. I don't want my doctors to think that I'm doing stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm not. Like earlier this year, I told her, I said, since the last time I saw you, these are the things that has happened, and I haven't been able to focus on the stuff that she and I had discussed. And she was like, it's understandable when you're going through some things. At the same time, when you're going through stuff, you don't want to fall short on what you tell yourself that you're going to do for yourself. And sometimes that happens. So I have to learn to give myself a little bit more grace, right? Because I give other people grace, a lot of grace, but I rarely give myself grace, which is weird. So I'm going to try that. That's going to be my new thing in the new year. Let myself be okay with making mistakes. Let myself be okay. I'm okay with making the mistakes, but I still harper on them. Like I'm like I should have never dropped that, or I should never broke that, or if I would have left on time, this wouldn't have happened. I got to stop doing that. Although I rarely don't leave on time unless something else, some other entity in my home is making it where I can't get out the house on time. Because I don't believe in not uh, doing what's right for myself and my family. And if I have someone waiting on me, I hate to have them waiting on me. I'd rather wait on them than them wait on me. I don't know. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to finish this up tomorrow. We're going to do some more things. We may have to do this in four. I don't know. But I want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And until next time, happy crafting.